Christmas was near. Oh, not to forget, it's tomorrow. Della had nothing, only $1.87. That was all. She kept that money aside and carefully bought meat and other groceries. Della counted it 3 times, but that was it, $1.87. And as I told earlier, the next day would be Christmas.
What will I do now? I only have $1.87, and that's not even enough to buy a packet of chocolate.
Della had nothing to do but fall on the bed and cry, and that's what she did. By the time we see Della crying, we can also see her well furnished house. There is a lot to see. In the hall below was a letter box small to hold a letter. Also, there was a name beside the door, Mr. James Dillingham Young. Mr. James Dillingham Young was only being paid $20.
$20 is a very little amount to run the house, and I only have $1.87 to buy a gift for Jim. This always happens to me. What will I do now?
Her eyes were shining brightly, but her face lost its color. Quickly, she pulled down her hair and let it fall to its complete length.
I totally forgot that James Dillingham was very proud of two things: Jim's gold watch and my hair.
Della knew that her hair was more beautiful than any queen's jewel or gifts, and that no king had anything so valuable than Jim's gold watch.
Maybe I can sell my hair, earn some money, and then buy a good gift for Jim.
Della put on her coat. Once she stopped for a moment and stood still while a tear or two ran down her face. She quickly moved out of the door and down to the street.
This is what I was looking for. Hello, Mrs. Lafrine. Do you buy hair? Yes, I do. Take off your scalp and let me have a look at it. Okay, that's $20. Give it to me quick. Thank you.
Oh, and the next 2 hours seemed to fly. She was going from one shop to another to find Jim a gift. While she was running around the streets, she had an eye on gold chain.
Oh my god, how beautiful this is. How much is it for?
$21 only.
Can you give it to me as soon as possible?
Young lady, don't rush. I'll give it to you in a while with a fresh pack on it.
Okay, can you do it real quick, please?
Of course, I can, dear young lady.
Della got the chain and hurried back to home. When Della arrived home, her mind quietened a little. She began to think more reasonably. She started to try to cover the sad marks of what she had done. Love and large-hearted giving, when added together, can leave deep marks. It is never easy to cover these marks. Dear friends, never easy.
After 40 minutes, I hope my hair is better. I bet I look wonderfully like a schoolboy. Until Jim sees me the second time, he's going to say that I look like a girl who sings and dances for money. But oh God, what could I have done for $1.87?
At 7, Jim's dinner was ready. Jim was never late. Della stood in the corner with the chain in her hand. She heard footsteps coming near and was afraid.
I hope he still finds me pretty. Jim dear, don't look at me like that. I had my hair cut off. It was Christmas and I couldn't live through Christmas without giving you a gift. Look what I got for you.
You've cut off your hair?
Cut off and sold it. It's the night before Christmas. Treat me good. Maybe the hair on my head could be counted, but not my love for you. My hair's cut off. Don't you love me anymore?
For 10 seconds, let us look in another direction. $8 a week or $1,000,000 a year. How different are they? Someone may give you an answer, but it will be wrong. The Magi brought valuable gifts, but that was not among them. My meaning will be explained soon.
I want you to understand me, Dad. Nothing like a haircut could make me love you any less. But if you open it, you may know what I felt when I came in.
The comb? Isn't this the same comb that I've been looking at the shop window since a very long time?
Yes, beautiful combs with gels, perfect for your beautiful hair. You knew that these cost too much for me to buy them. You had looked at these without the least hope of owning of them, and now these are yours, whatever is gone.
Don't worry, Jim. My hair grows very fast. Isn't it perfect, Jim? I looked for it all over the town. It's gonna look so good at your watch. You'll have to look at your watch 100 times a day. Give me a watch and we see how it looks.
Della, let's put our Christmas gifts away and keep them aside. They're too nice to use them now. I sold my watch to get money for the comb, and now I think we should have our dinner.
The Magi, as you know, were wise men, wonderfully wise men, who brought gifts to the newborn Christ child. They were the first to give Christmas gifts. Being wise, their gifts were doubtless wise ones, and I have told you the story of two children who were not wise ones. Each sold the most valuable thing he owned in order to buy a gift for the other. But let me speak a last word to the wise of these days. Of all who give gifts, these two were the most wise. Of all who give and receive gifts, such as they were the most wise. Everywhere they were the wise ones. They are the Magi.